Hey, what's up everyone? Jeff Copeland here. Thank you all so much for joining me today. I'm going to be doing this graffiti name design. It's the name Zach. I've got it going on a white 50-50 blend cotton polyester t-shirt. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm just kind of sketching out the way the letters are going to look. You know, if you've watched my videos in the past, you know that I usually like to sketch it out with some sort of a pencil, but today I'm just going to sketch it out with an airbrush just to kind of show you a different way of doing it. This way probably is a little bit faster, but you know, if you like to draw like me, you know, you might want to use a pencil. But you know, this way works really cool. This is really good too because you can actually mess up and go back and fix it because you're kind of being sloppy with it. You know, I'm just kind of sketching it on there. So honestly, this is probably the better way to do it. But you know, whatever you feel like. So I'm just going to show you this way. I'm using orange here. It's Wicked is the brand of paint. I'm not sure exactly what orange it is, but it's an orange. So yeah, like I said, I'm just sketching it on there. So this is a custom gray that I mixed. The reason I'm putting it in there now as opposed to after I draw in the hard lines is because in order to get that gray, I have to mix black and white, of course. And anytime you mix white with the color, it's going to turn at least semi-opaque. So putting that gray on first, so that it doesn't cover the black in any way when I'm doing the outline. Alright, so now I'm doing the outline, of course. It's just Wicked black, it's opaque black. I'm starting off with like a real, you know, sharp, skinny outline. Being a little more careful now. You know, it's not as sloppy as it was at first when I was just sketching it with the orange. Really shaping the letters and turning them into, you know, how I want them to look. The airbrush that I'm using is, as always, I use Iwata Eclipse airbrushes, the HP BCS model. Kind of my workhorse. I use them for all my airbrush projects, except for when I do custom illustrations on illustration board, in which case I've got a custom micron for that. But yeah, for almost all my other airbrush purposes, I use the Iwata Eclipse HP BCS. So now you can see I'm going back and making the outline nice and bold. I do that a lot with graffiti. A lot of people really like this style. You know, it looks cool. You know, this artwork is so neat. Okay, so you can see I just messed up there. I was supposed to leave under the C. I was supposed to leave that opened up, but I accidentally filled it in. But oh well, it works. No big deal. You can also see that I'm spraying at a little bit of an angle, like I've got the airbrush kind of spraying to the left, and what that means is that it's going to there's going to be some overspray to the left of all of my lines. And the reason I'm doing that is because my camera is right there over my shoulder, and I want you all to be able to see what I'm doing. You know, if I were just doing this and there were no camera, I would be squared up, you know, like I'm shooting a basketball free throw or something, you know, with my shoulders square and pointing the airbrush straight onto the shirt. You know, that's going to give me a minimal overspray, you know, to either side. You know, it's going to be a lot cleaner. But you know, this is still fine. It's not that big of a deal as far as the way it looks. You know, most people probably wouldn't even notice it. But that's the reason it looks like I've got my airbrush at an extreme angle there. That's just for video purposes. You can't really see when I switch colors, but I'm only using one airbrush hose. So basically on the end of my, well, you can see I edited it out so it looked like I magically just had another airbrush in my hand. But yeah, I just have one airbrush hose, and I have a quick connect. It's like a miniature quick connect. I've got a female end on the hose and a male end on my airbrush, on all of my airbrushes. So I just pop them off just like any other quick connect or quick disconnect, and that way I don't have a bunch of hoses in my way. You know, this really works well for me. Some people complain that after using that quick disconnect for hours and hours, it kind of hurts their hand. I have never ran into that, so you know, you can try that if you want and make your own decision, but I prefer not to have all those airbrush hoses in my way and getting them tangled up. But yeah, now I'm inlining everything with the orange, as you can see, and after I've got it inlined, I'm filling in the top and fading it down. I'm not blasting the paint on super heavy here on the fade. I want it to be slightly lighter than my inline, just because it makes a cool look. And I'm going to go in and add some little highlight orange circles that you can barely see, but they, you know, it looks cool. You can see right here, I think yep, right there, little circles. Those are just to mimic little highlights, only for looks, just because, I mean, I think it looks cool. But anyway, there you go, guys. That's going to do it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here and you like the video, you know, hit the thumbs up, and if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. See you next time, guys.